With great expectations, Athletes Unlimited Lacrosse Season 3 has been heavy with highlights. Charlotte North posted a blockbuster season opener with power and precision. Today, she meets the top stopper in the sport. Taylor Marino set records 2 nights ago. Superstars collide on day 2 with Athletes Unlimited Lacrosse on ESPN. You're watching Athletes Unlimited Lacrosse on ESPN. That's presented by Nike. Act 2 of the day in the Saturday program is good to go from Sparks, Maryland, as Team Mastriani matches up with Team Marino. A very pleasant welcome to you, along with Courtney Martinez-Connor, a 5-time national champion at Maryland. I'm Joe Beninati. As we size up this matchup, the second game of our doubleheader, how are these two captains approaching this particular contest?
You know, both of these captains want some stellar defense. They know that it begins there. Offensively, they want to move the ball quickly and utilize every single one of their attackers.
Courtney, more often than not, we are highlighting the big goal scorers in Athletes Unlimited Lacrosse, but 2 nights ago, Team Mastriani's defense was just terrific, led by Katrina Geiger and Emma Trenchard.
Emma Trenchard, Katrina Geiger, they are both stalwarts defensively. They set up some great offensive plays due to their offensive hustle transitioning to the ball, but most importantly, it's their looks defensively, causing turnovers, getting ground balls.
So those two will be keeping an eye out for the wily veteran Nicole Levy, who can still spark an offense.
Nicole Levy, she's so creative on the offensive end of the field. She plays within those around her. The fact that she can look at a goal, see what the best opportunity is in front of her, whether a defensive player is on her front or backside, but it's her fluid movements. She has the ability to have vision on the field, and she knows that this is a team sport. I love to watch her reflect and be positive on the field.
Maria Trival-Peace has things under control on the sidelines. She explains how Coach Levy's having fun.
Nicole Levy is an assistant at Florida, and she said that when she became a coach, she realized that she loved it so much since it's so similar to being an attacker. As an attacker, she loves to break down defenses and help her teammates do the same. And then as a coach, she gets to do that with her players. She also said being a coach has helped herself as a player on the field.
Maria will be watching for Nicole to do her thing again today. Sparking memories did Levy of her year 1 Athletes Unlimited performance when she was so potent, especially outside the 2-point arc, much like number 88 for Team Mastriani. Throughout this season, we'll be live on the field with Charlotte North. Charlotte, your team dropped a close one yesterday. What's necessary today to change the outcome?
Oh, I think we're excited for this. You know, we were a little upset at the ending of that game on Thursday night, but we came together, we figured out kind of some bumps and bruises we had to get through along the way, but we're excited to play team ball today.
Charlotte, we saw you on the draw, off the draw. How do you do so much in addition to talking to us throughout the whole game?
We're having fun. My teammates have my back and I have theirs. We're here to win, and we're excited for the matchup today.
Charlotte, throughout the day, we'll be checking in with you. We're going to let you do some live commentary, too, so be ready for that. Shoot straight today.
Sounds great. Thanks, guys.
Charlotte North with Team Mastriani. Team Mastriani 0-1. Team Marino 1-0. Taylor, the netminder for the gold, was spectacular on Thursday. A record-setting 257 leaderboard points in just one outing. She was fantastic. Marino working against Mastriani. Mastriani, who does so much on the field, Courtney, as a midfielder. She runs both ends. She is a world beater inside the draw circle as well, and the points will add up for her before we're done over 4 weeks.
Because she touches every single part of this field, both on the offensive side and defensive, but at the draw circle as well. She knows that her gameplay needs to be on par in order to kind of lift her team throughout. We see that her leg is wrapped today. That's a little bit of a difference. We saw the end of the game on Thursday. I want to see if it's going to affect her ability at all, because she's incredibly fast throughout the midfield.
I'm wondering if it's wrapped or if that's just the captain's band that's around her shin. You see the brace that Courtney's referring to as well, though. That left leg is also supported around the thigh. As we get rolling, Warden and Mastriani on the draw. 2 points for Marie McCool. In Athletes Unlimited Lacrosse, they play 10-on-10. It's 6-on-6 at the offensive end of the field. There's a 60-second shot clock. Players earn points individually due to their own skill sets, as well as earning points for themselves through the collective of the team winning. When you win a quarter, everybody on your roster picks up 20 points. Molly Garrett has possession. Garrett bumped and ripped off in one fell swoop. A beautiful caused turnover for Dempsey Arsenault. That's worth 14 on the defensive end. Trenchard on the go, going to the cage. Trail check there. It was made by Caroline Wakefield. Giving the ball back to Team Marino as we are still inside the opening minute of Game 2 today, Game 4 of 24 on the season.
Neither of these defenses willing to give up too much. Defenders know they have the ability to control the pace of play, not let offenses settle down too much. We saw a cause turnover already at both ends of the field. They get on the hands of those attackers. You don't want them to have a lot of space as they look to dodge you.
Courtney Taylor defending against Kenzie Kent there as Fortunato works in, fires, and Waters kneels to deny. Taken up off the turf and brought back by Dempsey Arsenault. Arsenault who placed 6th on the leaderboard a season ago. Geyer's back off of a 2-goal performance, wrestling there with the defensive efforts of Ella Simpkins. Simpkins is another player who can create turnovers in a hurry. Her timing with stick checks is so good.
She always seems to be in the right place at the right time as well for good slides.
Charlotte North to her left hand sent that one wide as she was able to get a step there on Caroline Wakefield. Brought in off the end line by Alex Ost-Holman. Charlotte playing the 2-person game. Gets the screen set by Mastriani. McCool is there to defend on North, her Team USA World Championship fellow gold medalist. North's drive denied by Marino, the first save for Taylor on the day. Folks, this is how the players will amass points individually, and this is how the points add up. These are all plus point categories.
You know, every single position is listed here. You can score some big-time goals with a 2-pointer, 16 points, a regular goal 12, but defensively, 14 points for a cause turnover, 5 points if you make a save as a goalkeeper. Goalkeepers have the opportunity to make more saves just because that's the nature of that position, but every position is honored there, and they have the opportunity to affect the game.
Geiger there defensively, getting in the way of Haley Warden. Shot clock at 15. Kenzie Kent, inside roll. Kick save by Waters. She got that one with her foot, a brilliant stop. Every goalie save is worth a +5 points for the athletes behind the mask. Arsenault running well today with Charlotte North. North hesitates at the 2-point arc. 8 meters from the cage. If you score with both feet planted behind that arc, they'll give your team 2, and it'll be worth 16 for you on the leaderboard. Geyer's back. Lost it on the split dodge there. Simpkins attached to her at the hip. Ball goosed free. Wakefield overruns it. Geyer's back with the first-time ground ball, and possession for Team Mastriani in the blue. Shot clock's at 20. A drive there fought off. Grace Griffin let it fly. Marino had a little help from the post. Ost-Holman with the Simpkins hung up, and a brand new 60-second shot clock for the team dressed in blue. Nearing the midway mark of the opening quarter, looking for the first tally. Arsenault lets it go, and Marino eats it up.
As good as these offenses are, it's going to be a battle in the cage. They know that each of them have solid defenses in front of them, but Kaylee Waters, Taylor Marino, both had their collegiate careers at UNC, and they were stellar in the goal. True quarterbacks, both very vocal, both have been captains many a times throughout Athletes Unlimited over the past couple of seasons.
Waters is an amazing athlete. Soccer, tackle football, hoops, swimming, diving, tennis, water polo. She's done it all. Playing goal right now for Team Mastriani in the blue.
And if that tells you anything to any of our young fans, play multiple sports. Lacrosse can be your favorite, but play multiple sports. You take a lot from different sports and can apply it to your favorite game, which should be lacrosse.
Kenzie Kent looking for the ball inside. Kenzie was a multi-sport athlete in college, and she says the more sports you play, the better you learn how to be coached. This one at the end of the shot clock is rolled wide by Marie McCool, so the violation gives the ball to Team Mastriani. We're looking for the opening salvo, the first goal in this game. Second of 2 today, another doubleheader tomorrow, but earlier, an impressive win for Team Reed over Team Apuzzo. Team Reed found the shooting stroke, blasted away to a 13-goal performance. Geyer's back, hovering at the arc. Sharp angle bid, she put it off the outside of the cage, and Marino gobbles it up in the crease. You have 20 seconds to clear the midline in Athletes Unlimited Lacrosse. And the successful clear right on the button for Moreau. Levy closing, fires and scores! Nicole Levy.
Straight in from the box, Amy Moreau catching that far clear from Taylor Marino. She has the ability to put that pass right on the money. Amy Moreau to Nicole Levy, the very first goal here in game number 2 in Athletes Unlimited.
Athletes Unlimited Lacrosse on ESPN is sponsored by Nike and by Aspiration, a global leader in financing climate impact. Fans are all covered up. The sun beating down today on USA Lacrosse headquarters in Sparks, Maryland, some 20 miles north of Baltimore. We watch the efforts of Team Marino against Team Mastriani in a game that's led by 1. Taylor Marino was absolutely ridiculous on Thursday. The defending champ shows that she's meaning business in her efforts to repeat.
She has the ability to pick up some major leaderboard points with her saves, her caused turnovers. She got a couple ground balls in there as well, but then she was voted one of the MVPs in that performance. Obviously, her team won a lot of points from quarter to quarter in that overall win. So all of that adds up, and she earned it in all 3 ways.
No surprise to see the defending champ on top of the leaderboard when play began today. And Taylor Marino's team is involved with Team Mastriani in a 1-0 lead. Star in the stands is none other than
Here we go, guys.
the co-chair of the Player Executive Committee. That's Mira Shane. Mira, with mic in hand, how do you enjoy being a spectator for these games?
Oh my goodness! I mean, it's incredible play out here. I love being a fan in the stands, and I got some crazy fans right here that are going nuts. I've got some local Maryland Laxers with us, little Laxers, and we've just been chatting it up, right, y'all? Playing it big. Except you don't have your bucket hat on anymore. Where'd it go? It's somewhere else. But yeah, we're having a good time in the stands right now.
Maria, Mira, I could see that this is going to be right up your alley to have the microphone with us. Stay right there. We'll be keeping the conversation going with you.
Sounds great.
Your team earlier today, backstopping with Team Apuzzo, a tough loss, yes?
It was a tough loss, yeah. I mean, we wanted to get that W. We also wanted to win the quarters. Those are really big for us. It just wasn't our day today, but we're going to bounce back tomorrow. And Sammy is an awesome captain, and she pumped us up and got us ready for the game tomorrow. So we're going to make it happen. Team Puzo will be out there. We'll be making it rain.
I did have fun watching you go to the splits a time or two. That's a patented move from you.
Sure is, yeah. I gotta get a couple more saves in there, but the split, she's just warming up, so you'll be seeing it all season.
I know. You're never gentle about it either. As we get going in the second quarter, Team Mastriani in blue, Team Marino in gold. Arsenault with the ball. And Mira, one thing we know about Dempsey is that the ball tends to find her.
Sure does. Yeah, it's like she's got a magnet at the end of that stick, honestly. And you had something to say about, I asked my friend here to my left whether she was rooting for Team Blue or the gold team. But you said you're rooting for both teams, right? Yeah. So because she wants to see a lot of saves from Taylor Moreno, but also wants to see Dempsey and Ali Mastriani just score over and over again. So we're rooting for both teams down here today in the stands.
Low scoring so far, some 7 minutes into the contest. Just the player with the ball now behind the cage, Nicole Levy on the board. Levy thinking about that potential new two-pointer this year that you can score from below goal line extended.
I have my money on either Nicole Levy or Kenzie Kent getting that first one.
Kent driving in for the finish. Mira stands and salutes.
Nastiness, Kenz. Let's go, Kenzie!
She's part analyst, part cheerleader.
Mira, is there anybody else who you think is as shifty behind the goal as Kenzie Kent?
I mean, I would say my captain, Sam Mapuzzo. I mean, she's pretty disgusting behind the crease when you get her at X, super shifty. I'd also say, who's out there on the field today? You know, you don't really want to see Shar come from behind and then start to dodge from the top. If she gets it at X, she's super shifty. But there's really nobody like Kenzie Kent wearing number 10.
DJ Miracle, when you say she's disgusting, you mean that in a good way, right?
Yeah, I mean, she brings the nastiness all the time. She brings the tenacity, the nastiness that you just want to see, right? When there's a dirty player that knows she's got great technique and is just an absolute weapon on offense. So yes, positiveness when I say nastiness and disgusting.
Very well. I thought I knew it.
I thought we were having backwards day. Maybe.
Yeah. The opposite.
No, y'all are hip with the lingo. Come on, you know it. As commentators, you're hip with it.
TT Nazlansky's a rookie out of Rutgers, working it against Simpkins off the roll dodge with help from Moreau. Moreau scored twice on free position shots. Our star in the stands is Mira Shane. As a goalie, Mira, what's difficult about those free position releases? And Marino makes another save.
Yeah, I mean, look at that save. It's just it's nice and easy. She's not freaking out with her legs. Taylor always does a great job staying calm, cool, and collective, especially from those shots, the two-pointers that can make you really feel on edge as a goalkeeper here in Athletes Unlimited. So that's a beautiful save, and I think you want to see that as a goalkeeper in AU. Kaylee had just previously made a huge save on Kenzie, one of her first saves of the game, and she was right on top of her, so it's the opposite there, right? Still staying calm and ready for the shot.
What do you think the difference has been this year defensively? We're seeing so many caused turnovers. Is it the aggressiveness, the team style, D?
I'd probably just say defensively, you got to be ready for anything, right? On that last goal, Kenzie snuck underneath. The D wasn't really ready. They weren't getting in her hands. They weren't ready for the shot. And defensively, you see the best plays here at AU when somebody's really bodying up. You're getting in her hands so that they can't get a shot off easily.
Marie McCool cashing in as she did against Team Reed back on Thursday. It's a 3-0 advantage for Team Marino. Those three tallies in just a little less than 2.5 minutes. And when I see Marie McCool out there, Mira, I know that she idolized Mia Hamm, North Carolina soccer as a role model. Have you and the Athletes Unlimited group been following along with the Women's World Cup soccer play?
We have, yes. Some of us watched Team USA play last night. I mean, outstanding play, huge win against Vietnam. And I think there's just so much of a connection between seeing pros on women's soccer, women's basketball, any sport that you watch on TV. We love to be able to cheer on our counterparts because I know they're doing the same. and like Abby Wambach is one of the obviously retirees of Team USA, but she's a huge contributor for Athletes Unlimited. So it's great to be able to love to be able to support them. And my hat is off to Moneybags for that last goal, because that was outstanding.
Moneybags, we may need to borrow that.
Yeah, you
Mira, we love watching and listening to you comment about the play on the field, but you're very, very involved with the Player Executive Committee as a co-chair with Lindsay McCone. What's happening with Athletes Unlimited off the field?
We're doing a lot of things. So on the Player Executive Committee, we meet weekly with our co-founders, John and Jonathan, as well as other members of the AU staff. And those are really important meetings, right? Because we're talking about rules and regulation changes of the league for the summer coming towards us. We talk about player recruitment, we talk about racial equity, and the intersections that affect us on a day in and day out basis. So we also meet on the intersectional equity working group with other players on the hoop side of things, volleyball and softball, and we just get to know each other, but also talk about the things that we're passionate about, whether it's causes or social justice. So there are so many things on the Player Executive Committee that we're able to be a part of, and it's just an honor to be able to hold the co-chair title with my girl Lindsay McCone.
Very well said, Mira. I would expect nothing different as Waters makes a quarter-ending save on Fortunato.
What a save.
3-0 Team Marino in the books. Mira, thanks a lot. Get back to palling around with your friends there in the stands. We appreciate it.
Hey, you got it. See you soon.
Check in with you a little later. 3-0 after 10. Kaylee Waters' side, trailing by 3. We'll get you back for more in the Mid-Atlantic region with Athletes Unlimited Lacrosse.
Everybody wanna go and talk. At the same time, gotta walk it. Better yet, run, go, hit a lick, hit me up with my homies, then we do it all
Third, the throw home, got her! Enough for Hens to be there.
That's right. We are fans too.
One quarter of the way home in the second game of 2 with Athletes Unlimited Lacrosse presented by Nike. All Team Marino again in the first quarter. Taylor Marino in goal has not surrendered a first half goal so far this season in 2 outings. X Games California finals weekend. It continues tonight, 8 Eastern on ESPN2. The world's best action sport athletes competing in BMX Park, men's skateboard street best trick, and Moto X best whip. You can catch that all tonight, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific on ESPN2. Taylor Marino knows a thing or two about being a captain in Athletes Unlimited Lacrosse, and we can share her thoughts from Media Day leading up to this season.
Teams do change every week, so as a captain, it is definitely something to focus on, is really creating that chemistry off the bat. I definitely learned after probably the second or third time drafting that it is really important to draft a group of girls who really mesh well with one another, can work off of each other. It obviously holds a lot of responsibility, making sure that obviously everyone on the team is working well together. We obviously at the end of the day want to win. Having that C on my jersey is definitely heightens that responsibility.
As Taylor points out, there are no set teams in Athletes Unlimited Lacrosse. Fans can follow their favorite players. There's a weekly draft, captains selecting their teams, and Taylor continues to be rock solid in the nets for her squad, dressed in gold. Marino with a 5 stop. She had 13 saves, Courtney, on opening night. She mixed in 3 caused turnovers to boot. Just one of the reasons why she vaulted so quickly up the leaderboard again.
Anytime the defense in front of you is playing tough, getting on the hands, slowing the fast breaks of the opponent, you know that they're doing your job, and then you're going to have shots only from certain areas. So Taylor Marino, so successful. Yes, she's incredibly athletic, quick inside the goal, but you got to credit also the defense in front of her, because they are only giving certain looks, and she is able to cut off those angles, step up, and make those big-time saves.
Looking for draw control here to the start of the second quarter. 2 points awarded for the draw controls, and it belongs to Team Mastriani's Dempsey Arsenal. She's got at least 3 draw controls today right off the jump. But it's Team Mastriani in blue that's trailing by 3. Chance for us to share some time with Maria Tribalpiece, and Maria was eavesdropping on Nicole Levy, giving her mates a little bit of a lecture.
You know, we talked about Nicole Levy in that open, just how much she loves to coach, and she doesn't stop while she's playing here at Athletes Unlimited. In that last break, she was talking to Courtney Fortunato, telling her how to break down the defense, just like we said before. So, you know, she never stops analyzing what's happening and helping her teammates do the same.
Maria, you and I have heard her refer to lacrosse like a chess game. You're trying to make one move ahead of your opponent, and she's really good at breaking down defenses. Did a game earlier this season where Nicole was on the sideline, assistant coach with the Florida Gators, and great to pick her brain from time to time. So shrewd at the offensive end, as is this athlete. North looking for Griffin. This is a turnover against Team Mastriani. Shot clock violation.
And then Nicole, she can also, I think, distract those defenses with her chatter, with her communication on the field. She does like to have fun. Sometimes she can get in the head. She likes to poke fun at Taylor Marino when she's in goal. Sometimes saying, I'm going to shoot here before she actually does, making you second guess. Is she actually going to put it there?
She's not doing it this weekend. They're teammates. Wouldn't be good for Nicole to chirp her own netminder, but I wouldn't put it past her. Mastriani off the split dodge. Garrett is there. Molly's back in Athletes Unlimited after taking last season off. Former Michigan standout. This is Charlotte North hovering around the 2-point line. North off the split dodge. Jump shot there, blocked by Ella Simpkins.
That's a cause turnover for Ella Simpkins, a ground ball pickup for Haley Warden. You can see how the points can amass quickly. Again, those are on the positive side. We saw a turnover the last clearing attempt for Team Marino. They threw that ball away, so that was negative points to who passed that ball. And again, caused turnover on the flip side.
That's Courtney Martinez-Connor. I'm Joe Beninati. You just heard from Maria Tribalpiece, our sideline reporter, as Kenzie Kent shuffles that one wide and then gets shown to the turf by Emma Trenchard.
Kenzie Kent, she's so physical and tough. It doesn't faze her when she's knocked to the ground. She does credit that to her ice hockey background. I think she probably hits the ice a few times, and that's probably harder than the turf.
Yeah, yes, in many ways. McCool's feet, quick stick there! Kenzie Kent does it again.
You know, oftentimes when you get up from the ground, just as Kenzie Kent just did, you have a little chip on your shoulder. She was able to maneuver on the backside, catch her defender, ball watching. Marie McCool has the ball. Everybody kind of forgetting about where she's at. And around the crease, she is deadly. The ball movement quickly moving from one side to the other, and that nice little quick stick, meaning no cradle. She's able to get rid of it before the defense is able to collapse.
Spinning it beautifully there. Nice assist for Marie McCool. Speaking of, for every assist during this year's Athletes Unlimited lacrosse season, Aspiration is committed to planting 10 trees. Stay tuned throughout the summer. See how many trees will be planted thanks to Aspiration's support. Kenzie Kent with her second on the game. Team Marino won the opening quarter 3-0, so everybody on the roster for Team Marino, all 14, pick up 20 points. 20 points available per quarter, 45 points for everybody on the winning team today. Sammy Jo Tracy, a draw specialist, digs in against Ali Mastriani.
It's, I think, one of the best parts of Athletes Unlimited. You can perform well on the field, but if your team is not doing well, then it shows. You will not move up as quickly on the leaderboard. So those who do the best are those who do well individually, as well as their team performing well, and then you get an even bigger boost if you're able to score some of those all-coveted MVP points.
Courtney Taylor will bring it ahead for Team Mastriani in blue. They're looking to lift the lid on their scoring against Marino. This is sent high. Taylor Marino, who blanked Team Reed on Thursday night in the first half, doing the same to Team Mastriani. A behind-the-back flick from Geyer's back that sailed wide. Bringing it back in off the end line, and Lacrosse on a shot closest to the ball where and when it leaves the field gets possession. So this stays with Team Mastriani. Two-person game with North. Back behind for Ostholmen. Alex on a sneak attack. Marino slams her knees together to make the save. A half a dozen stops for the defending champion already. Clearing time for Team Marino. This is Ali Palermo. Lots of folks would say back in her collegiate day, Courtney, that she didn't get enough credit, Palermo, for what Northwestern was doing on the field, especially defensively.
You know, I think anytime you look at top teams, you always just tend to talk about the fun, exciting part, the offense, while realizing that, hey, hold on a second, who gives the ball to the attackers? Oftentimes, it's the defense, the goalies making some incredible stops.
Marie McCool, badgered on the perimeter there by Arsenault. Here comes the double team, forcing McCool into a tough pass. Levy will chase it down. Emma Trenchard's right there with her on the sideline with 5 and change to go in the opening half. Kenzie Kent already with 2. Lob it over the top, just out of the hands, and the cross of Sammy Jo Tracy. Sammy Jo racing to redefend there on the ride. Ball down, and it comes up for the former 3-time captain of the Terps, Grace Griffin.
Defensively, in the ride, both of these teams are being incredibly strong. They're sending quick doubles. I like to see that. Again, each and every year, defense getting tougher and tougher, taking more risks on the field, and it proves to be fruitful as they are coming up with the caused turnovers, creating transition plays.
North on the bouncer, rattles around the headgear of Marino. Follow-up chance, Ostholmen. She did not convert as the whistle comes. Charlotte North doing everything in her power to try and break through Taylor Marino. The officials in conversation. Patty Clutcher-Porter reaching for a card here.
Will it be yellow? Will it be red?
Four 4-0 advantage for Team Marino. Just tuning in, Levy on the board, Kent twice, and McCool. As we watch the chaos around the crease and the resulting foul, Taylor Marino looking for a crease violation. As we step away, Amy Moreau getting herself acquainted with the professional ranks, doing well with Team Marino, on top by 4. We may need to borrow a pair of those sunglasses before too long. Beautiful day for lacrosse, 4-0 Team Marino. Athletes Unlimited Lacrosse presented by Nike. We remind you, the next stop on the F1 circuit is the Hungarian Grand Prix tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. Pacific on ESPN, ESPN Deportes, and ESPN Plus. Grand Prix Sunday pre-race coverage beginning at 7:30 a.m. Eastern. 4 unanswered goals for Team Marino. The advantage for the team dressed in gold as we get set to go into the game thanks to Air National Guard with Caroline Wakefield.
They're circling back up to the backside, so whoever that person is, you can shift over. Just make sure you're not shifting down. You're shifting over instead of down on the backside right now. Let's go! Nothing feels better than the goal. Back. Let's run this back the same way we ran it back last night. Kenzie on the crease rolls is lethal. Don't go behind. Why is Emma going behind? I don't know. Well, don't tell her not to.
Courtney, if there's one thing we've learned through 3 seasons now of Athletes Unlimited Lacrosse, Caroline Wakefield's a chatty catty.
She's fun on the field. She's fun on, off the field. You just can feel her energy all over the place. Season 1, I saw her getting food after a game with the cause that she was representing. And it's like she just chats with anyone. And it makes you feel like her best friend.
She tells us she loves to be a grinder. She wants to be fierce. She wants to be fast. She also would tell us about some pregame rituals. I'm wondering if you were in this conversation or not. She likes to take the showers pregame, as well as, I'm guessing, postgame, too. A pregame shower?
Yeah.
Never was in my arsenal.
You've never heard of that? Some people like to take baths,
Really?
right? Total relaxation. Oh, yeah. It's like getting to your zen.
Player up now for Team Marino. Marie McCool brings it on around for Fortunato. Team Marino winning the opening quarter, 20 points with a 3-0 advantage. The 4-0 lead now after Kent's second goal as Fortunato plays catch with Kenzie. Switch it to Levy. Inside Sammy Joe over the shoulder there, denied by the netminder as we welcome in for a chair chat, Amy Moreau. Amy, how are you getting adjusted to this, your first season as a pro?
I'm adjusting well. I love it. These girls are so much fun to play with. Vibes are great.
Amy, you've had a couple goals on night number 1. Obviously, you've already had a hand in a goal today, assisting Nicole Levy. What's your favorite part so far about Athletes Unlimited?
I honestly love the teams changing. I didn't really know a lot of these girls, and with these teams changing, I get to meet a lot of cool players that I've looked up to, players that I used to play against. It's just a really, really cool setup.
Off the split dodge here for Arsenal, drawing the double from Simpkins. Mastriani on the flip. Just over 3 minutes remaining in the half. Amy Moreau is joining us for the chair chat. You know, during Media Day, you mentioned you're going to chance to play with your idols. Who are some of those players that you did idolize and look up to?
Definitely Marie McCool, so it's really awesome that I'm on her team right now. Sam Giersbeck's always fun to play against and play with. She's been super helpful. And then Nicole, I just, grew up watching Syracuse, and then just being able to play with her now and in the scrimmage, it's been awesome.
Talk us through Talk the Talk, Walk the Walk. We did a little bit of that on Media Day. Tell our fans.
Yeah, I just am a big proponent of, I just love when people are, themselves and not afraid to be who they are, don't want to, they don't care about stepping on toes, and I just that's kind of the motto I live by, and I kind of tell other people to live by, so that's kind of where that came from.
Team Marino in possession. Marie McCool drifting below goal line extended now. 13 seconds to shoot. Amy, it's been a long day. The first game was at noon, so our crew was here bright and early. A bullet from Warden upstairs. That's okay. You're allowed to offer the commentary. Warden awesome. Makes it 5-0. Amy, it was an early day. Our crew had to get their fill of coffee. You're a coffee fanatic.
I am.
So what's the favorite flavor?
Vanilla. I mean, I used to like caramel, but now that I'm older, I'm a vanilla girl for sure.
Nothing vanilla about that Warden goal. Play color analyst for us. Describe that one as you watched from the chair.
I don't even know if we were man up. I wasn't really paying attention, but we kind of talked about that during that media timeout, just kind of moving the ball and just getting some motion in there. And I think, moving the ball, getting the defense to move, and then just taking our advantage when we have that second is just really great.
Amy, one more from me before we let you go. Athletes Unlimited, we talk a lot about mental health and what it means to each of these players, how to make sure we're spreading the word on how to be healthy. How does that affect you?
I just think mental health is so important, and I think it's, in recent years it's been more talked about, but, we go through so much behind the scenes, working hard, early practices, late practices, and just so much on our plate, and it's hard to manage, and, oftentimes I think people forget that we do so much off the field in order to be as good as we are on the field, so I think it's just so great that Athletes Unlimited and other people in the sports world are just starting to put an emphasis on, the importance of mental health. It's great.
Amy, thanks so much for the knowledge. We appreciate you teaming up with us.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much.
Get back out there.
I will.
Transition time for Team Mastriani in blue. Still held in check by Taylor Marino. North feeds. Neslonsky in the dip. She scores. TT Neslonsky breaks Marino's spell.
This was something that Taylor Marino knew they had to try and alleviate. A fast break from offense to defense. Speed of Courtney Taylor. She gets it into the hands of ever-capable Charlotte North, who drew the double. So that's an easy finish for TT Neslonsky. A 1v none with the goalkeeper. We had a slide up defensively, miscue, but capitalizing for Team Mastriani, TT Neslonsky. This is her first of her Athletes Unlimited career.
TT. Nickname given to her by her brothers. Her real name, first name, Tara Lynn. TT Neslonsky, now a full-time assistant coach at Rutgers, where she was one of the all-time greats.
Do you remember the story that she told us why they gave her that nickname? It was almost like teasing.
Oh, yeah.
T.
And it stuck. Geiger gets possession, a draw control for Team Mastriani, putting an end to the 5 unanswered run for Marino off the jump. The score in this quarter, remember the 20 points available for winning each frame. Marino won the first quarter 3-zip. Team Mastriani trailed 2-1 in the second quarter. A chance to get that even or perhaps take the lead should they convert a 2-pointer. Under a minute remaining in the half. Dempsey Arsenal. She'll flip. Geyer's back with Palermo staring daggers at her. Geyer's back, lets it go and scores! Sam Geyer's back.
A little bit of a slow-moving offense for Team Mastriani. They might have put the defense of Team Marino to sleep. As we take one more look at this, little hesitation, rocker step. No slide came. So Sam Geyer's back continued on with her dodge. I like that. You see the space open to you, you want to take it. Finished with a quality shot down low, changing up where they're shooting from. Never the same place twice. This is 2 back-to-back goals for Ali Mastriani's team.
Geyer's back, who had the 2 tallies against Team Apuzzo in a losing effort on opening night Thursday, gets on the board now in succession with Neslonsky, 2 goals in just over 50 seconds. Folks, everyone loves to rep Athletes Unlimited Lacrosse. You can too. Be sure to check out all the great gear, including the new AU Lacrosse for this season. Player name and number tees. Go to shop.auprosports.com to get yours today. Number 21 is Ali Mastriani. She and her mates trying to rally now late in the opening half against Team Marino. Ball down, off the draw. The whistle will give possession to Katrina Geiger. She's off and running. Geiger so thrilled to be healthy, back-to-back seasons. This is a player who's fought through so many past injuries and surgery recoveries. Great to see number 8 feeling good again and again. North with Wakefield right there in her grill. Passage deflected, final 5 seconds of the half. Another defensive stand for Team Marino. Fortunato, a long way from the goal. That's going to do it for the opening 20. And for the first time this season, we have a tied quarter inside of regulation. So the 20 points that were available in the second get pushed over. The third quarter will be worth 40 for whichever team scores most in quarter number 3.
And that's always exciting to see because it's almost like that end of the game, 45 points. So third quarter is going to mean a lot. Both of these teams have been back and forth. In the second quarter, it was all about Team Marino in quarter one as they blanked Mastriani's team 3-0. I do expect for some big-time adjustments. 15 minutes at the half. They can rest, regroup, talk about what needs to be fixed.
Charlotte North had a nice assist, but you know she wants to convert in the goal-scoring department just the same. 5-2 at the half. Maria Trival piece with Taylor Marino.
Taylor, you told me before the game you wanted your team to alleviate some of those fast breaks. How do you think they've done so far?
Yeah, I think we've been doing a really good job, obviously towards the end of the half, obviously stuff going back up and down. It's pretty tiring for our middies right now, so definitely just trying to still communicate through all that stuff and really hold them down on those fast breaks.
When you're communicating, how do you communicate so you get some rest for your middies?
Yeah, it's just about really over-communicating, taking care of the ball, especially on the offensive end, and then defensively, just making sure that we're working through, covering their open kids, and then obviously talking everybody else through everything up top.
Kenzie Kent fell down right before she scored that goal down there. What's it like having someone as dynamic of a player on your side?
Yeah, she's just an awesome player. Her IQ is through the roof. She creates a lot of the offense for us, and then her finishing ability is next to none. So it's been awesome having her on our squad.
2 quick goals at the end of that first half. How do you regroup and head into the second half?
Yeah, I think we were doing a really good job of taking care of the ball on both ends, and I think we need to kind of go back out in the second half and do that as well. I think we lost a little bit going into the end of that second quarter, but at the end of the day, just continuing to work cohesively and just work together.
Taylor, thank you. Back to you, Joe.
Thank you.
Taylor and Maria, we appreciate it. At the half, 2 quarters down. The defending champion, Taylor Marino's squad on top. Nicole Levy, as usual, chipping in. Stay right there with us. We are at the halftime break. Plenty to come with more Athletes Unlimited Lacrosse.
There's power in my voice.
When I use it.
To speak up for a cause.
To encourage the person next to me. To help us hear the voiceless.
To represent my people.
To shine a light on the truth.
To show others what is possible.
To change the course of history.
To remind you of the power in yours.
There is power in your voice, but only when you use it.
With the athletes catching their breath, we are done with 2 quarters at the half with Team Mastriani and Team Marino. Ali Mastriani, one of the preseason favorites to win it all in Athletes Unlimited. But for now, she's getting used to being a first-time captain.
Just the opportunity to be a captain in this league, to be able to play professionally is unbelievable. I still sometimes have to pinch myself. As captain, Team Mastriani looks fast, dynamic, powerful on both ends of the field, great communication, and hopefully a lot of fun. I want to have a lot of fun out there, really good teammates, people who have each other's back and hustle for every second that they're out there. That's what I want on my team.
Thanks, Ali. We're just getting started with our halftime work. Plenty more on our plates to do between. We'll get you back to Sparks in a moment. Two quarters down, 2 more to go at the half with Athletes Unlimited Lacrosse, Team Mastriani and Team Marino just chilling out. Folks, tonight we'll have the 3rd annual PLL All-Star Game. This year it comes from Lynn Family Stadium in Louisville, Kentucky. Coverage beginning 6 Eastern on ESPN Plus for the skills competition. And then the game at 7:30 Eastern on ESPN and ESPN Plus. No offense, Rising Stars, but I'm rooting for the veterans. As we carry along here at halftime, it's a reminder to stay with us. Highlights from the opening 20 minutes between Team Mastriani and Team Marino. They're straight ahead next.
Look, everybody wanna go and talk. At the same time, gotta walk it. Better yet, run, go, hit a lip, divvy up with my homies, and we do it all again. Whenever we get it, there's no hesitation.
There's power in my voice.
When I use it.
To speak up for a cause.
To encourage the person next to me. To help us hear the voiceless.
To represent my people.
To shine a light on the truth.
To show others what is possible.
To change the course of history.
To remind you of the power in yours.
There is power in your voice, but only when you use it.
We are enjoying more exciting Athletes Unlimited lacrosse action today presented by Nike. It was Team Marino that jumped out to the fast 5-0 advantage. Team Mastriani the last couple of goals in the opening frame to bring us where we stand with Team Marino on top by 3. Joe Beninati, Courtney Martinez, Connor with you. Court was a 5-time national champion at Maryland. Courtney, Team Mastriani has controlled the draw circle extremely well. How can they translate that control to more goals offensively?
You know, it's taking their time and really sighting the cage before shooting, because it's no surprise that Marino has had 7 saves here in the first half alone.
We're about to show you some handiwork from the 2 netminders. We knew it would be a really good netminding duel between Kaylee Waters and Taylor Marino.
Kaylee Waters, so very athletic inside of the goal circle. She's got quick hands in tight. She's very reactionary. She is the defensive quarterback for her team. And then on the flip side, you see very similar styles from Taylor Marino. They're calm, they're cool, they're collected, but to be locked in is what she needs to do. Oftentimes in the past, she said that she can be thinking about everything. She just has to slow it down, be focused on saving the ball, and that's when she plays her best.
Really solid angle work there by Taylor Marino, her team on top after 20 minutes as we share some numbers with you. Any category in particular that jumps out?
You know, usually the draw controls has to immediately reflect what the score is. This time it's almost reversed. It's because of the stellar defense of Team Marino that they are able to jump out and get the ball back. They're causing turnovers, and again, they're having saves in goal.
It is day 2 of Athletes Unlimited Lacrosse, 2 of 3 this weekend. Team Mastriani in come from behind mode as we get to the third quarter with you right after these messages. Reminder, in Athletes Unlimited Lacrosse, all the teams that are 14 roster person, when you win a quarter, you win 20 points. You see the 20 points awarded to Team Marino for the 3-0 first quarter lead. You see that little carrot there? That means we're carrying over the 20 points to the third. So the third quarter becomes worth 40 when Mastriani and Marino reconvene. Before we start the third quarter, sideline reporter Maria Tribalpiece had the chance to catch up with Ali Mastriani.
Ali Mastriani told me that she liked the way that her team played on defense. She said that they were super scrappy on the draws, and she wants them to continue that. Offensively, though, she wants them to utilize their threats a bit more and just overall bring up the energy on the field here in the second half.
Maria, thank you. Great to have you with us. This Athletes Unlimited Lacrosse Season 3. I'm sure it's really hot on the field because it's been hovering in the mid-80s throughout the day today. These athletes, remarkably, they play 3 games in 4 days every weekend, right? It starts Thursday night, and then we battle on through. Tomorrow, Team Mastriani has a date with Team Reed. That's noon. You can see that on ESPN2. Team Marino will square off with Team Apuzzo at 2:30 tomorrow afternoon on ESPN2. Haley Warden gets set for the start of the third, and she was very well rewarded for her efforts in the first half. 66 leaderboard points.
There's a reason why Taylor Marino chose her #1 in the draft on her team specifically, because she does so many things, but she likes to consider herself the connector throughout the midfield. So she does touch every single part of this field from the draw, causing turnovers on D, and she is highly skilled to score goals, just as she scored the 5th one for the team in gold.
Courtney, as we did on Thursday, we see that Kaylee Waters has surrendered the crease to Sarah Resnick. Resnick coming on in relief, getting a big hug from Nicole Levy. Of course, that's gator to gator there as McCool glides in. Sarah Resnick, the outstanding All-American Gators netminder. Nicole Levy, a coach there, looking to shovel and turn on the question mark with Kenzie Kent. We're just getting going in quarter 3. Team Marino in gold on top by 3. Geiger playing against Kent for most of the afternoon. Fortunato works in, gets downhill on Taylor. Traded off to Arsenal. 60-second shot clock in Athletes Unlimited Lacrosse. Kent barreling in there. It's going to be a charge against Kenzie. It's Team Mastriani ball.
Not only is that a turnover for Kenzie Kent, but Katrina Geiger causing that turnover. She was one of the MVP point getters for Team Mastriani on Thursday. Her ability just to see the field in front of her, match up tough defensively. Taking a look at the leaderboard on the left-hand side of your screen, no surprise that Taylor Marino is at the very top. This game is not even done yet. Again, everything changes live throughout the pace of play.
Mastriani buzzed one wide of Marino. Now remember, when we conclude the doubleheader tomorrow, the top 4 on this leaderboard will be the new captains for the week ahead in week 2. They'll draft new teams, each with 14 on the roster. That'll happen Monday late afternoon. Charlotte North checking to see if Ali Mastriani's A-OK with 8 seconds to shoot. Geyersbach sweeping in. Fires and scores! Sam Geyersbach with her 2nd on the day.
Listen, I like it when Ali Mastriani and her team slow things down offensively. When they don't push the fast break, even though that's a strong suit for them, when they slow things down, it just means that there's some miscommunications that are happening on the defensive end. That was a slow switch. So when they create some mismatches, they have an advantage on the offensive end of the field. Sam Geyersbach again. Last time it was a little rocker step. This time, just catching the defense, not quite switching early enough. And they're now closing the gap just to 2. So I think it proves an advantage for them. Slow it down, see what you got, catch the defense sleeping a little bit.
Sam Geyersbach, alto saxophone player in the past.
Me too.
No.
Yes.
Well, we'll have to have a sound off then, won't we?
I still have mine.
Won't we? Folks, you can get your tickets to the virtual Summer Fan Fest and listen to Courtney and Sam play alto sax August 1st. Join the Unlimited Club. Hear from your favorite players, experience one-on-one meet and greets, giveaways, and more. Join now, just $20 a year at auprosports.com/memberships. One of my few regrets in life, Courtney, that I don't play a musical instrument.
It's never too late to start.
Can I be a hard rock and roll drummer? I'd like to do that.
Yeah, you'd probably do it at the desk with your pens.
I could work on that. Charlotte North, picked up by Ella Simpkins. North off the roll, switching hands. Traded off there for the defensive work from Warden. Long drive, Grace Griffin, snared again by Taylor Marino. Marino walking it up. You have 20 seconds to clear in Athletes Unlimited Lacrosse. From goal line to goal line, the field is 80 yards. As Wakefield gathers in, the whistles blare out. We have a star in the stands. It's Mira Shane, netminder in Athletes Unlimited and the co-chair of the Player Executive Committee, joining us for the second time today. Yeah, you're grooving to the beat. The rumor has it, DJ Miracle, that you spin some tunes for us, huh?
Did I say that again,
right in
Joe?
mid-bite? I mean...
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm so sorry. I know that I'm with you all in terms of the commentary and the gameplay, but we're also just snacking out here, right,
Is it
y'all?
French fries or chips?
No, we got French fries out here, and I'm also joined by Kat, my goalie counterpart, who's on Team Purple today, beat me, and so I'm taking down some fries just to, you know, be a little bit sad over that loss.
Nice of you to share them with the booth, too, by the way. Very kind of you.
I'll come up and bring you some in a few.
We're having a discussion on the field. Lynn Bowers is out there with her fellow officials, Patty Kletcher-Porter, Erica Leslie, Ronnie Anton, Liz Brush. They're talking about a potential offside call here.
If I was paying attention, and anybody correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it was Blue, Alex Ostholman, who was offsides. But I'm not sure what other discussions.
I thought so, too. Oh, and here it is.
Sounds like both teams are offside, Mira. That doesn't happen every day.
Sure doesn't. But we see something new out here every game in Athletes Unlimited.
Are these garlic fries? Are they seasoned in any way?
Would you say these are garlic fries? I would say they're like crispy, normal fries. What do you think? Little saltiness to them. Yeah, normal fries by one of the food trucks out here. But they taste really good, and the girls are so nice to share them with me. I've been really...
Don't worry, we'll get you some truffle fries before too long. We'll move you up and
truffle fries.
Move
all
up
right.
a grid.
I love that. Yeah, a little bit of a Michelin star twist to it, eh?
Our star in the stands, Mira Shane, watching at the offensive end, Team Marino in gold. It's Marie McCool. Mira, there can't be very many as fast as Marie McCool from end line to end line in Athletes Unlimited. Would you agree?
No, definitely not. I mean, Moneybags is all over it. And that's a beautiful save by Rezzy. Wow. But yeah, Marie's got freaking wheels. Totally gassed up.
Mira, you have a nickname for everyone. You have a nickname for everybody.
I need to know what Joe's nickname is.
Oh boy.
I know that's got to be a fun one.
That could be dangerous.
Listen, some of them I gotta keep it a secret, keep y'all on your toes, you know, and then you can snag them for the next time that you're doing your commentary for the next game.
Rezzy,
yes.
Moneybags.
Well, Moneybags, her nickname is that because our first season here down at AU, I found out that she would play COD, Call of Duty, with our counterpart, Katrina Dowd. And I was like, what? You all are playing video games? And so Marie was like, yeah, they call me Moneybags because I just go straight for the loot. I'm sneaky. Like, she wasn't taking people out, you know, she wasn't engaging really in the game. She would just go straight and win the game. And so then I started calling her Moneybags because I really liked that nickname on the field.
It wouldn't surprise me that is the way she plays similarly in style on lacrosse.
Exactly. So then it feels super fitting. So
I love it. Gaming, golf. You guys do so many fun things, and we never get an invite, ever.
Well, do you play pickleball? Because we got a pickleball tournament coming up.
100%. And I will take all of you down.
Oh.
As if you guys aren't out in the sun.
Uh-oh, do you see that face? I saw it.
That reads like a challenge to me.
Wait, we'll be partners. How about that? Me and you.
I like that. Doubles. Let's take somebody out.
Yeah.
McCool working in against Grace Griffin. Switched it off there. Kenzie Kent will turn, looking for the hat trick today. A 5-3 lead. Team Marino had the first 5 goals of the game. Sammy Joe Tracy around the horn. Levy double teamed. Behind the back flick goes unanswered as the shot defense clock expires. Good D is exactly right, Mira. You would know a thing or two about good defense shaping up in front of you as Geyer's back, brings it along for Team Mastriani in blue. Moreau on the pickup.
Go aim!
Amy Moreau on the go. Mira, as the co-chair of the Player Executive Committee, how is it that you go about welcoming the first-year players like Moreau?
Yeah, I mean, we try really hard to prepare our rookies to have a great time. What would you say, Kat? You think you're having a good time here down at AU and we prepped you and we're doing all we can?
Yeah, definitely having a ball. Lots of fun.
Heck yeah. You heard it live from a rookie yourself. But yeah, I mean, in terms of being a co-chair, being on the PC, it's really important to us that people feel like they have a sense of camaraderie and, more importantly, just support all around, whether you're out on that field or you're on the sideline or wherever, and you know that you have a spot here and you belong here at Athletes Unlimited. So that's something that has been so important to us, especially this season going in, because we have a large rookie class and Kat's crushing it.
Mira, Kat behind you, she plays goal left-handed. Have you ever tried to stop shots lefty?
Ooh, you don't want to see my stick in my left hand, but I'm going to save the lefty goalkeeping for Kat, actually. Isn't that right? Yeah. Not for me, but maybe if you want to see some more goals go in, so trying to make some saves out
The
here.
ambidextrous Charlotte North just sent one wide.
Sure did.
20 seconds to shoot. A little bit more than 3 minutes with which to work in this, the third quarter of a 2-point game. Naslonsky turns, gets underneath and fired that one wide.
I love that nickname too, TT.
You already have a nickname. You're DJ Miracle.
DJ Miracle, Mir.
How can you go wrong?
I know. You gotta like also tap out on some of the nicknames. It's like, I can give other people nicknames, but I myself have not gotten too many nicknames besides DJ Miracle. So I'm counting on you all to give me some more this season.
Let's give it some thought. We'll do it during the break, in fact. Thanks for spending some time with us.
Hey, always a pleasure. I'll see y'all.
Mira Shane, star in the stands, 3-0. It's a 5-3 advantage right now. The last 3 for Team Mastriani. Making the comeback with Athletes Unlimited Lacrosse, presented by Nike. Athletes Unlimited Lacrosse continuing. As you see on the screen, we were tied in the second quarter, so those carry over, those 20 points carry. The third quarter is worth 40, and right now Team Mastriani, thanks to a goal from Sam Geyersbach, has the advantage with just less than 3 minutes remaining in that frame. Folks, for every assist during this year's Athletes Unlimited Lacrosse season, Aspirations committed to planting 10 trees. Last season, in Athletes Unlimited Lacrosse, 189 different helpers, 189 assists. That means 1,890 trees for all the effort. A job very well done. In this 5-3 game in favor of Team Marino, Charlotte North, as usual, is wearing the microphone for us, and it's a chance for us to go into the game.
I know. We just need hot, yeah. Get back to what we were doing last game. Yeah, TT! Court, all you. Al, way to pick that up. Let's go. Guys, that's our start. Let's go get another. Here we go. Sam! Yeah, that's 2! Yes! Let's go, Sam! Guys, we were all occupying or doing something intentional off ball. Like, we were talking, we had our defense working. You guys, I heard you. Like, if we just keep them. Yes.
Charlotte North instructing the troops. As you can see, she's playing a little game of hide and seek there around the cage, getting ready to ride against Taylor Marino.
Hey! Yeah.
No interference, Charlotte. No interference.
I got you, TT. Turn her back.
Okay, so while you're catching your breath, Charlotte, what's been the key to this comeback? What's been the key to turning this game around?
We've had some sparks. TT and Sam had some great takes on the offensive end. We're just looking to build off that momentum and close out this quarter.
At the end of this quarter, if you guys stave off and keep this 1-0 lead, you'll have 40 points. How often are you guys thinking about points in game?
Not really. We're just thinking about winning this game. We want to keep the momentum with us, make the smart plays, not turn the ball over, and build off of what we got.
Charlotte, keep your ears on. We're going to let you talk live with us. You drive the conversation now while you're watching your mates play defensively.
Sounds great. There you go, Court. Yes, D! Here we go! You got Emma. Yeah, good play, Katrina. Here we go. Go with her, Debs. Go with her, Debs. Go with her. Here, Al. Let's run it. Dive, dive. Through. Yes.
Hey, Charlotte, it's a pretty tough game, isn't it?
She's out.
Charlotte, you're all over the field. This is a pretty tough game, isn't it? She's breathing so hard she can't hear us. 28 seconds to go in this third quarter. 3 goals unanswered. Neslonsky and 2 from Geiersbach have made a 5-0 game, a 5-3 margin. Team Marino in goal with Haley Warden on the go. Kenzie Kent playing the 2-person game. 8 seconds left in the quarter. The quarter that's led by Team Mastriani. That's worth 40 if it hangs on. Fortunato's shot didn't get through. And Team Mastriani will bank the 40 points for winning the carryover quarter in quarter 3. Now, 10 minutes left for the team in blue to chase down defending champion Taylor Marino. Athletes Unlimited Lacrosse continues. An exciting finish straight ahead from Sparks, Maryland. Fans are having a great day today at USA Lacrosse headquarters in Sparks, Maryland, enjoying all the action of Athletes Unlimited Lacrosse, presented by Nike. There's the scoreboard divvied up. That big goal from Sam Geiersbach in the third, earning her and everybody who dressed in blue 40 points on the leaderboard totals. That was a carryover from a deadlocked second. As a result, Taylor Marino's squad has the 5-3 advantage with just 10 minutes to go. Folks, tonight we have the 3rd annual PLL All-Star Game coming up for you. This year from Lynn Family Stadium in Louisville, Kentucky. Coverage begins 6 Eastern on ESPN Plus with a skills competition. Then we'll get the game going for you 7:30 Eastern on ESPN and ESPN Plus as the Rising Stars square off against the veterans. Athletes Unlimited Lacrosse now some 3 seasons old. Fans have been marveling at Nicole Levy all 3 of those seasons and what she does so very, very well. Nicole Levy had a chance to catch up with her, Courtney, and we asked her what it is that she does when she's at her best on the field. Fortunato, nice pass. Levy over the shoulder. She scores. Some trickery from Nicole Levy.
I like to score goals. I like to entertain people. I like to have fun. I like to be creative. For me, it's been about 2 things that has gotten me to where I am, and I truly believe it's my lax IQ, my understanding of the game, and then also just stick work and creativity and confidence with the ball on my stick.
Courtney, Nicole's talking about stick tricks. Do you have a favorite particular move of hers that she tries?
You know, I'm waiting for that backbreaker goal because she is capable of doing it. She's just fun to watch. She likes to break down the defense, but anytime she can add some flair to it, she absolutely will. So I think give her some time. That's going to be in the mix.
Listen to me. I just had to sit down with a mere thought of the backbreaker, and does she have that in the bag of tricks?
Absolutely.
Oh, my goodness. She'd need an awful lot of time to pull that off, though, around the goal.
Picture one of those big-time clears from Marino, right?
Yeah, I could see it. It would pain me to watch, though, hence the name backbreaker. Final quarter, regulation time, 2-point game. It looked like it was going to be Team Marino on easy street when they blasted out to a 5-0 advantage. Team Mastriani hanging in there, hanging around, and it's just a 2-goal deficit for Warden and friends to build upon here. Bounce shot, score! Haley Warden, that ball had some English on it, spinning past Resnick. It ends a drought of nearly 14 minutes.
A drought of 14 minutes, and that's just their 14th shot. They had 13 shots in the first 3 quarters. You got to shoot the ball to score. And Haley Warden seeing the lane open in front of her. Again, a very unassuming player. She doesn't necessarily take every opportunity that's set in front of her. She likes to slow things down. Again, be more of that midfield workhorse. But she already has 2 goals on the board today.
She's having a really good day. We showed you that she was on top of this in-game leaderboard with just these 40 minutes of concern. Doubling up now, Marino over Mastriani. Warden's second. Kenzie Kent has 2. Marie McCool and Nicole Levy have struck for Team Marino. Nezlonsky with 1 for Mastriani, as well as a 2-spot from Sam Geyers back to get your bookkeeping all caught up with us. 6-3 for Marino in goal. Now Grace Griffin will share the rock with Ali Mastriani. Ali was a really good softball pitcher, Courtney. It sounds like Ali wouldn't mind towing the rubber and letting it fly in Athletes Unlimited softball as Arsenault bags a strike.
Answering 1 for 1 is what you want to do on the field. Not allowing any particular team to go on any huge runs. Dempsey Arsenault liking the matchup that's in front of her. Slide coming late to that dodging side. Haley Warden not making any contact defensively. Dempsey, she is known for her offensive prowess. She's a smooth dodger, very fluid, doesn't do anything with huge pizzazz, but just so very effortless in her dodging.
It took Arsenault all of 21 seconds to respond after the goal from Warden. Folks, you can experience the excitement of Athletes Unlimited Lacrosse in person right here in Sparks, Maryland. Season tickets, 3-game mini plans, groups, and more now available. Go to auprosports.com/tickets and get yours. Be great to see you out here with us at USA Lacrosse headquarters, about 20 miles north of Baltimore. The Athletes Unlimited professionals play 3 doubleheaders, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. They'll do it for 4 weekends. This is the first weekend of the season. Season 3 of Athletes Unlimited. The initial champion back in 2021 was Taylor Cummings, one of the greats from the University of Maryland. This is Marie McCool lining up against Arsenal, forcing her back, waiting for help from Geiger. On the split, it's Garrett from left to right. Seeing the leaderboard shuffle through. We'll be doing the observation of the leaderboard throughout all 24 games, crowning a champion on August 13th. Warden spins in. Haley Warden lost it out of her cross, got it back, and then bounced it wide of Resnick.
Excellent ride by Nicole Levy, causing that turnover, getting possession back.
The officials sort things out. Team Mastriani has possession of the ball, and they'll clear. Emma Trenchard told us she was going to take more risks defensively this year, and she's done that to cause turnovers. On the move, that's blasted wide by Naslonsky. It rattles around in the crease, and Marino comes back to get it. Taylor Marino backed up by Paulina DeFada. Paulina watching as the defending champ continues to guard the goal in exquisite fashion. DeFada, who became a lacrosse goalie in 5th grade, just patiently waiting her turn to see if Taylor will give her some time in the crease this weekend.
You know, I like earlier when we talked with Kat Buchanan when she said having the opportunity to play in front of such a seasoned keeper as Britt Reed, you get to see how well these players do things on the field, whether it's communication, whether it's their efforts with making saves, because it's a very different level here at the pro side of things. It's only a 6v6 inside as opposed to the 7v7 they're used to seeing at the collegiate level.
Shot clock is at 10 now. Fortunato a long way from the goal outside the 8-meter arc. Score from behind that arc, you'll get 2 for the team, 16 for yourself. That was a tough catch on a whistling pass from Moreau. It turns out to be the turnover. We have 6.5 left in the 4th, and we have Kaylee Waters for a chair chat. Kaylee, size up your performance. How would you review it from the opening 20 today?
It was decent. You know, I think the defense played really well in front of me. They made it hard. The other team, I think they had some nice goals. They definitely have some ones that I wish I had back. But right now, honestly, I'm watching our offense right now and focused on the second half. And hopefully we get this goal right now from Sammy G. Oh my God. Sorry, Joe. What's up?
That's fine. OMG commentary is always welcome on the show.
It's the 4th quarter.
I understand. We appreciate you sitting in with us too.
Yeah, it's great to hear your voice.
Likewise.
Kaylee, the turning point when you guys had 3 back-to-back goals, what was the recipe for success when your team did that?
You know, we were playing together and we were moving the ball, and we just had to, kind of break through. We all knew the potential of this team, and I think we kind of didn't bring that enough in the first half. So we really were just kind of bringing that fearlessness and trusting that we have each other's back.
Your understudy just made another save there, Sarah Resnick.
Let's go!
And you cheer her on appropriately enough.
Yeah.
Kaylee, from a goalie's perspective, vision is incredibly important, the way you track the ball. Are there any drills that you can do? Do you help yourself and your teammates with visualization drills?
Yeah, there's a mix. I mean, one, I like hitting the wall, doing some wall ball juggling against it. That just keeps my hands fast and visually. And then, yes, visualization is great too. I believe in visualization.
Yeah, because you see yourself making every save. That's the way to do it.
Yeah. I mean, I told Sarah going into the second half, I'm like, Sarah, you can eat up all these shots. You know, Sarah is so smooth in there. She makes it look easy. So I enjoy watching her because I feel like I can get better just watching the way that she moves and the way that she makes it look easy.
Kaylee,
and she's been doing that all game.
It's been a while since you were a rookie. How difficult is it for rookies to jump up and step into this pro level?
Oh, I wish I could say that it hasn't been that long since I've been a rookie. But, I think what's difficult is just the change of pace, and you come from college where you're kind of used to playing with that core defense, and now you're kind of having to communicate a lot more, letting them know. That might be a little difficult, right? Like kind of having that voice with some veterans, and yeah, that's. But I mean, like coming from a goalkeeping standpoint, I think it's great coming from college because you're seeing the best from the best, and you're really, kind of well prepared.
Kaylee, you look very relaxed right there. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll check in with you again soon.
Thank you all. Go Blue.
Taylor Marino getting a goal from Marie McCool, increasing its lead. We'll get you back down the stretch in the fourth right after these words. Athletes Unlimited Lacrosse on ESPN is sponsored by Nike and by Aspiration, a global leader in financing climate impact. Team Marino, Team Mastriani, gold and blue. Plenty of celebrations on the field in a game that is led for the moment by Team Marino. A 7-4 margin. Team Marino leading in the fourth quarter. 20 points on the line for the side that wins each individual frame. Joe Beninati, Courtney Martinez, Connor, Maria Tribal piece, your announced team. High top of the hour. We tip our cap to all the men and women in our technical crew for all they've done as we get set for tomorrow's doubleheader as well. A pair of games coming up on ESPN2. Team Mastriani will meet Team Reed at noon. Team Marino squares off with Team Apuzzo. That's a 2:30 face-off, 2:30 draw on ESPN2 Sunday afternoon. Marie McCool's the last athlete on the board. It's her second of the day, and it gives Marino's squad the 7-4 advantage. Marie McCool hits pay dirt.
Marie McCool flipping the stage. Generally, she's dodging from up top, but I like to see her in a different role, little back and forth moves, using her athleticism. She's so very smooth on the field, but it's her relentless desire, that passion, that gives her the edge when she is dodging against any player, especially one such as difficult as Courtney Taylor marking her.
Marie McCool received her first lacrosse stick in 3rd grade. When did you pick up your first cross?
I think I did it one time in 6th grade in the summer, and then not again until high school.
Courtney, I fell in love with the sport, but really never picked up the goalie stick until my freshman year in high school. I was the shortstop on the baseball team that never would be. I was cut by the baseball coach. Hey, aren't you the little hockey goalie? Yeah, that's me. And he hands me the butterfly net. Hey, we play lacrosse.
Is that how you hold it?
I stood like a hockey goalie. He goes, no, we stand up. The goal's 6 foot tall. I was fearful about the goal is 6 foot tall, but I fell in love with the sport after that.
I wish the camera could see you holding that stick like that.
No. That's not how we do it. We learned quickly. Side the draw circle we go. Mastriani and Warden, ball down. 2 points available for the draw control, and that's Marie McCool adding to her tallies today. Remember, you get 12 points individually when you score a goal. Score from behind the 8-meter arc, behind that 2-point line, you'll get 16 points individually. We've seen a bunch of those already in the first week of Athletes Unlimited Lacrosse Season 3. Kenzie Kent on the delay. Sharing the ball with Warden, another 2-goal scorer this afternoon. Earlier, Team Reed blasted Team Apuzzo as Warden gets yanked down to the turf. Officials allowing the play to continue as Team Mastriani brings it back up, trailing by 3 with 3.5 to go in regulation. Geyer's back with Palermo supplying the defensive pressure. Dempsey Arsenal not electing to shoot from the angle there. Geyers back, waits for the Ost-Holman screen. Off the pick and roll, Mastriani fires and Marino snags that at the crossbar's height.
You know, it's almost unfair when it's pass teammate to pass teammate. You know their tendencies, what they're about to do. Mastriani with Marino battling it out at practice at UNC many a years together.
Time ticking, Courtney, 2:45 left. Molly Garrett was looking over her shoulder to see just that. With Team Marino controlling by 3 points, they'll work deliberately here on offense, shorten the game a bit, as Kenzie Kent rolls and finds McCool. Arsenal right there at her hip. Fortunato. A backhanded flick that was denied by Resnick. Folks, just a reminder, you can play the all-new Fantasy Pick'em League for free. Compete all season long for a chance to win a unlimited Club Gold membership and signed goalie gloves. Sign up today at auprosports.com/fantasy. 2 minutes left. And the team in blue, Team Mastriani, needs to get going in a hurry. Geyers back feeds. There is a 2-point shot available. Long range. Feed it inside. Nizlansky with a hockey shot that goes wide. Ost-Holman feeds it once more. Long drive, Mastriani over top of the cage. In a 2-point shooting threat, we don't see Charlotte North on the field. Off the move here. Geyers back. Bouncer, she scores! The hat trick for Geyers back.
Sam Geyers back closing the gap. I think they're looking at different looks on the field, looking some isolation. Sam Geyers back. This is her 3rd goal of the match. All of them 1v1 situations. Surprised they're not sending a quick double to her as they do with Charlotte North, among others. But Sam Geyers back, slowing things down. She feels the pressure on her back. She knows when to make the turn. As soon as she's turning, she's firing it all in one motion. Again, not letting Taylor Marino get set up, be prepared for that shot.
Good shooting percentage, as you can tell on the screen, for Sam Geyers back. 3 goals on those 5 shots. She had a hat trick against Team Colson last summer in her rookie year of Athletes Unlimited Lacrosse. She placed 24th on the leaderboard when all was said and done. And Team Mastriani is back within 2. This is a huge draw control now. Mastriani has this one pinball around. Simpkins looking for the scoop, drags it to safety, but Mastriani anticipated it. And it is Team Mastriani a chance to tie this trip. 70 seconds left in regulation. Nazlansky with Griffin. Switch the point of attack for Dempsey Arsenal. 44 seconds to shoot. 1 minute to go in the game. As far as the quarter points are concerned, the 4th quarter is tied at 2. Ball down, caused turnover. The scoop for Palermo. Huge for Team Marino. Trying to improve to 2-0 this weekend.
That defensive play was probably the play of the game as they are securing possession. They can just hold out and not cough the ball up. It would be huge for Team Marino, all those players in gold.
Griffin comes up with a scoop, and then we get a timeout called. A timeout called by Team Mastriani facilitator Catherine Conway. There are no coaches in Athletes Unlimited Lacrosse. The facilitators are advisors to the captains. Conway for Mastriani's squad. Team Marino's facilitator is Amber Hill, who was a goalie in the original Athletes Unlimited Lacrosse season. There's Catherine Conway behind the shades. What are you drawing up now? 29.4 left. I'm assuming you're going to take the 2 here unless it's a layup inside for the single goal, which would mean you'd have to get draw control pretty fast.
Right, I think they're going to look at the 2 pretty quickly off the bat, and then if that's not there, finish in tight, inside little move, power shot, get the junk, ground ball inside, and then get the draw control again. They've been leading in draw control, so they can win those. That's first and foremost. But look at the 2, not there. Quick little inside for the junk goal. win the ball back. It's also easy.
Oh,
just
it's so
within
easy.
30 seconds.
So easy. Earlier today, Team Reed downing Team Apuzzo by a much more comfortable margin than what Team Marino leads right now. 7-5 with just about 30 seconds left. In Athletes Unlimited Lacrosse, there is a 2-point goal. The athlete would have to shoot the ball from behind the 8-meter arc. Both feet would have to be outside the arc. That would get you 2 for your team, 16 for yourself as Caroline Wakefield gets back into defensive shape. Wakefield, she said good defense is all about passion, and you watch Caroline play, you know she has a lot of gumption when she's out there professionally in Athletes Unlimited. Taylor Marino behind the mask, the reigning champion of this league. Wakefield will be helping her out. Possession belongs to Team Mastriani. Arsenault working it quickly as we are back underway. Taylor glides in. Outside the arc, it's Geyersbach who has 3 goals. Just 17 seconds left. Geyersbach lost it out of her cross. It was checked there by Simpkins. Ball down, 12 seconds to go. Out of the pack, Charlotte North. Roll dodge inside. Lets it fly, block. Follow-up, score! 5.2 left. Griffin brings Mastriani to 1 point down.
Excellent fortitude by Grace Griffin coming up with that ball quickly. We see the battle for the ground ball. Little bouncer from Alex Ost-Holman. A block shot of Charlotte North. Maybe it was a feed inside, deflected. Either way, Grace Griffin coming up with that ball. It was blocked by the defensive player's stick. A little bit of a misdirection. She was able to still snag it out of the air. Nice quick finish now. Got to get the win off the draw, do it quickly, and transition the ball down the field. It takes only 6 seconds, so they have time. 5.2-ish. 6 minus.
Well, in that instance, if you were to win a draw and launch a long-range shot that were to go, you'd win it. That'd be a winning 2-pointer in this circumstance. 7-6 for Team Marino. Grace Griffin with a great hand-eye coordination pops that one in. The officials reviewing the last play as to whether or not there was a goal circle crease violation. The officials huddled up. Lynn Bowers is the table ref, number 5. Griffin all around that circle. Does she step on it?
It doesn't look like
Looked like a really good tightrope walk for Grace Griffin. First of all, I was amazed she was able to stay with the deflected pass shot from North. Terrific catch. And then Grace Griffin would stash it. One of 5 children in the family, daughter of John and Kelly. We often see them around the Athletes Unlimited facility here at USA Lacrosse headquarters. Having another peek. Let's see if there was an issue regarding the circle. There's the initial drive from North that's blocked. Grace Griffin stayed with it and finished it against the game's top keeper. Finding the back of the cage with just 5.2 left. From the angles that we've shared, Courtney, there's nothing there that says you should overturn that goal. Not to my eye.
No, you can't look at whether or not she's stepping on the crease before the goal actually happened. So even if she was, that's not reviewable for a captain's challenge. However, both teams are now having an opportunity to talk about how are they going to play things in these final 5.2 seconds. You have to assume if you are Team Mastriani, you're going to be coming up with this ball. What do you need to do? On the flip side, Marino, if you're losing it, how are we matching up? No fouls need to be committed inside of that critical scoring area, because we've seen that happen before in the past, where the ball was launched in, and then next thing you know, an 8-meter happens.
Taylor Marino, one of the interested bystanders, awaiting the decision of the officials here. Grace Griffin appears to have made it a 1-goal game. The officiating crew, Patty Kletcher-Porter, Erica Leslie, Ronnie Anton, Liz Brush. Lynn Bowers is number 5 with her back turned to you, to our camera. She is the table official in charge of the reviews, the official reviews, and the captain's challenges. A lengthy review here for circumstances Grace Griffin would say, let's get on with it. That was a good goal. The officials taking their time and then confirm it. The 1 point marker with 5.2 to play. And now all eyes will go to the draw circle. Possession here will be huge. If Mastriani's team is to pull off this incredible comeback, they'll need to win a draw and score in lightning fast fashion.
That's a tongue twister.
Yes. Lightning fast fashion. Mastriani is one player who can do it. She loves being in the middle of it all the draw circle chaos. Haley Warden will oppose her for Team Marino. If they hold on, Team Marino improves to 2-0 this weekend. One last draw in regulation. Straight up, Mastriani has it, launches it downfield. It'll go wide of the cage, and that'll do it. Mastriani with a remarkable rally. It falls short. Taylor Marino wins this one by the skin of its teeth, a 7-6 decision.
Not just the 45 points of the win, but the 20 points of the fourth quarter as well, going to Team Marino. This is the second 1-goal loss to Mastriani's team in blue. That hurts, so you better believe tomorrow's game on Sunday, they are going to be coming out for it, extending their efforts on the offensive end of the field as well as the defensive end. You always want to finish strong out of these 3-game matchups.
Marie McCool stepping to the sideline. Marie McCool, just one of 3 different multi-goal scorers today for Team Marino, and it turns out that McCool's goal in the fourth is the game winner.
Marie McCool, so smooth on the field, very reflective of that early goal that she had had in game 1. She knows when she has her matchup beat. She's confident coming around that goal circle. Marie McCool, ever the veteran.
It turned out to be the winner, just enough for Team Marino. Maria tribal piece with Marie.
Marie, Team Mastriani made that very close at the end. How were you guys able to stay so composed?
Yeah, I mean, we obviously had a couple of turnovers where we probably could have secured it to win that quarter and win the game. But, you know, after we turned it over, we all just looked at each other and were like, we got this. And everyone's like, do your job and we're going to come out with the win. And so I think it was just a really team defensive effort today. And we got the ball enough to score some goals. And Taylor was also incredible today.
You told me that a win is a win before. You're 2-0 now on the weekend. Are you thinking about the leaderboard points in that, or just securing a victory for your team?
Just securing a victory. I think the more you think about the leaderboard points and look at it, I think that can really impact your play. And so I think for us especially, we've talked about just going out there playing together, and then things will fall into place.
We were talking to Mira Shane on the Star in the Stands chat, and she told us that your nickname is Moneybags because you're really good at sneaking in and getting the money in Call of Duty. Is that kind of how you approach your goal scoring in lacrosse? Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, I mean, during COVID, I played a lot of Call of Duty and Warzone, and I just was like going to get all the loot, which is the cash. And so they just started calling me Moneybags, and my game is definitely more scrappy, just trying to get loose balls. So it kind of went hand in hand with how I play lacrosse too.
All right, so we'll keep an eye out for you so you don't take any of our stuff when we're looking on the sideline. But thank you so much, Marie. Back to you, Joe.
Thank you.
Maria, I have both hands on my wallet. Good work, Moneybags. She and the team in gold, Team Marino, along with Nicole Levy, victorious today. A 7-6 win over Team Mastriani. Folks, just a reminder, join us tomorrow. Couple of games, both airing on ESPN2. The first one starts at noon. It'll be Team Reed and Team Mastriani. For Courtney Martinez-Connor, for Maria Tribal Peace, for all the men and women in our technical crew, Joe Beninati, thanking you so much for watching. This one was back and forth, nip and tuck right to the end. Marino by a whisker.